know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. The future of health is clear with Ritual. Daily essentials with good intentions for living life or creating it. Now, Ritual has the multivitamin for women, prenatal vitamins, a daily shake, and a multivitamin for men. Those are just some of their products. Ritual is easy to start and easy to cancel. Now, Ritual's team of scientists and nutritional experts are on a mission to turn your new healthy habit into a ritual. They offer free shipping, control of your own delivery date, free and easy cancellation, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So click the link in the description box and get started today at making Ritual part of your daily health regimen. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to ExpressVPN, friend of the channel and protector of my online data. They are giving away 3 months free on a 1-year package to all Sweet Pea Diaries viewers by using the link in the description box below. Now, this is a service that I personally use 100% of the time when I'm on the internet using my phone or computer. It allows me to bypass content restrictions while traveling and ensures all of my data is 100% private and safe wherever I connect to the internet. Using ExpressVPN also allows you to get discounts when using services like Expedia, NBA League Pass, and Netflix. ExpressVPN also has 24/7 customer support to answer any questions and support all of your needs. So take back your internet privacy today by clicking on the link in the description box below and find out how you can get 3 months free. If you are trying to grow your business, brand, or product, then you want to advertise with us right here, right now on the Sweet Pea Diaries YouTube channel. We have unique subscribers and a broad demographic that will be sure to give your business, brand, or product the exposure that you need. So email us today at sweetpeadiaries@outlook.com to get more information on our advertisement packages. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. So you guys give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear. Let me know if we are good and we will get right into things. How's everybody doing this evening? Please hit that like button. I see everyone. Please let me know if you guys can hear and we'll get it started. Hope everyone's having a good evening. I see everyone coming on in the building. So please just let me know really briefly if you can hear and we'll get right into it. Because y'all know we got to do the sound check. Because I never know, sometimes it's, but I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know by now. So you must can hear. All right. So y'all know what time it is. All right, so who we got in the building? We got Destiny Reed, we got Braylon Lee, we got Mrs. Jordan, we got Maya. Together we break chains, Velma C, Christine, Marva CB, Jess Valencia, Cocoa Butter Barbie, my moderator, Miss Rockstar 218, Real Life with D Vlogs, Vanderveer, my moderator, Monica Rena, my moderator, Sun Goddess, CR, hello. Hey everyone, thank you for joining the show. This is another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. Thank you guys so much. And without further ado, we got some hot topics tonight. Of course, we have our legendary Scan the Gram. So we're going to jump right into this thing because we got a lot to cover tonight, you guys. I got a jam-packed show. All right. So, this right here, I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that this was still a thing. But apparently, it is still a thing. So the House passes Emmett Till Anti-lynching Act, making lynching a federal hate crime. The House voted 422-3 to approve the Emmett Till Anti-lynching Act, which would allow crimes to be prosecuted as a lynching if someone is killed or injured in the commission of a hate crime. They said by passing My Emmett Till Anti-lynching Act, the House has sent a resounding message that our nation is finally reckoning with one of the darkest and most horrific periods of our history, and that we are morally and legally committed to changing course, a representative from the House shared. Now, I did not know that, lynching was still not a crime in some areas, but, they have passed this. The House have passed it.
The yeas are 422, the nays are 3. 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Now, by passing this bill, it's basically prosecuting crimes as a lynching if someone is killed or injured in the commission of a hate crime. So if this was a hate crime, they would prosecute it as if it is a lynching, all right? Since 1900, Congress has tried and failed more than 200 times to pass federal anti-lynching legislation. An earlier version of the bill passed the House in February 2020, but it was blocked in the Senate. From 1877 to 1950, about 4,400 black people were lynched in the U.S. The NAACP counted about 4,700 lynchings from 1882 to 1968. And more than 70% of those that were killed were black. However, it is noted that the numbers are probably underreported. And we know that. It's probably more people that were lynched, but this is the numbers that are, on the books. The bill is named for Emmett Till, the 14-year-old black boy whose murder in Mississippi in 1955 was a catalyst to the civil rights movement. Emmett Till was from Chicago and was visiting family when witnesses said 2 white men kidnapped him. His body, severely beaten and shot in the head, was found in the Tallahatchie River. Now, Emmett Till's mother, Mamie Till Mobley, had an open casket funeral for her son. So the House of Representatives said by passing this bill, they have sent a clear message that such violent actions motivated by hatred and bigotry will not be tolerated in this country. They would like to thank Congressman Rush for his leadership on this important issue and for his attention to history. The Senate should take up this important issue. The Senate should take up this legislation and send it to President Biden's desk without delay, said House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler in a statement. In voting against the bill, Boyce said in a prepared statement that lynching is a heinous crime, but that it raises penalties for existing crimes. Now, what we get ready to get into now is that there were 3 representative lawmakers that actually voted no. They voted no. So you noticed I said that the vote was 422 to 3. So there were 3 that actually opposed it. Okay. And I can't make it this. Okay. Now, these were the 3 men that opposed it. Okay. And these lawmakers are Andrew S. Clyde, Thomas Massey, and Chip Roy. Now, you know they were Republicans, okay? So their reasoning, Chip Roy, his reasoning for being against it, he said that while it is a heinous crime, it raises penalties for existing crimes, including those that are actually unrelated to lynching, such as gender identity, in an effort to advance a woke agenda under the guise of correcting racial injustice. So you guys know what I said in the beginning, that this isn't actually a law on preventing lynching. This is actually a law that would allow crimes to be prosecuted as a lynching if someone is killed or injured in the commission of a hate crime. So this is why this senator was actually against it, because he said it has nothing to do with the actual heinous crime of lynching. Other crimes such as gender identity crimes and racial injustice crimes would be treated as lynchings, and that's unfair. The other one, Massey, who was opposed, said on his Twitter that he had several concerns about the bill, including that it might infringe on free speech and that some sections could invite overly broad enforcement. So guys, what do you think about that? Drop down in the comments below and let me know what you think about that. Now, the bill aims to amend Section 249 of Title 18 of the United States Code to specify lynching as a hate crime act, and anyone who conspires to commit such an act resulting in death or serious bodily injury shall be punished by up to 30 years in jail. The bill passed in a Monday night vote by 422 votes to 3. And like I said, it was only just those 3 that were against it. In a series of tweets following the vote, Massey explained why he voted against the bill to make lynching a federal hate crime. Massey says the Constitution specifies only a handful of federal crimes and leaves the rest to individual states to prosecute. The bill expands current federal hate crime laws. A crime is a crime, and all victims deserve equal justice. Adding enhanced penalties for hate tends to endanger other liberties, such as freedom of speech. Lynching a person is already illegal in every state. Passing this legislation falsely implies that lynching someone does not already constitute criminal activity. Massey added that the bill creates another federal crime of conspiracy, which he has concerns could be enforced over broadly on people who are not perpetrators of a crime. Now, Clyde and Roy also later explained their reasons for voting down the move to make lynching a federal hate crime. In a statement to Newsweek, Clyde said that while lynching is an evil act of violence, it is already against the law at the federal level under first-degree murder. Clyde said his home state of Georgia recently signed hate crime legislation into law, and the current hate crime criminal code establishes penalties for willful bodily injury to another person. Simply put, we do not need another duplicate federal law, Clyde said. Carving out a separate distinction for lynching may be symbolic, but it falsely suggests that individuals who commit or attempt to commit a lynching do not already face criminal justices and consequences. No matter the method or tool used in a horrendous act of violence, all victims of crime deserve equal justice. Roy said in a statement, lynching is an unspeakably heinous crime, but this bill doesn't have anything to do with lynching other than its name. It does not make lynching a federal offense. In fact, it creates no new federal offenses. It simply raises the punishment for things that are already federal crimes, including those that are unrelated to lynching, such as gender identity, in an effort to advance a woke agenda under the guise of correcting racial injustice. Others said the bill to make lynching a federal hate crime, which was passed following after around 200 previous failed attempts by lawmakers to change current anti-lynching legislation has been a long time coming. Today is a day of enormous consequence for our nation, Rush said in a statement. By passing my Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act, the House has sent a resounding message that our nation is finally reckoning with one of the darkest and most horrific periods of our history, and that we are morally and legally committed to changing course. I was 8 years old when my mother put the photograph of Emmett Till's brutalized body that ran in Jet magazine on our living room coffee table, pointed to it and said, "This is why I bought my boys out of Albany, Georgia." That photograph shaped my consciousness as a black man in America, changed the course of my life, and changed our nation. Rush added that modern-day lynchings, such as the February 2020 murder of black man Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia, show that the racist hatred and terror that fueled the lynching of Emmett Till lynching are still present in the United States today. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the passing of the bill was made possible by generations of brave activists. Nearly 7 decades later, the brutal murder of Emmett Till is forever seared into our collective memory, Pelosi said. Sadly, hateful attacks are not yet a relic of the past. From the scourge of police violence to assaults on houses of worship, that is why the Democratic Congress is hard at work empowering our legal system with more tools to bring perpetrators to justice, she said. Pelosi also called for the Senate to take immediate action and send the bill to President Biden so it can be signed into law. So you guys, tell me what you think about that. What do you think about this? Now, as I stated, this is not a law or federal law that is being passed to make lynching a federal crime. It is already a federal crime. They are saying that racist crimes or crimes that are equal to something so horrendous as that would be prosecuted as if they were lynchings. Okay, so that's basically what they're saying. I mean, the fact that we are even talking about lynching, that's what it is for me. I mean, the fact that we're even, having a conversation surrounded around lynching in 2022 is something that just blows my mind. And the fact, they're right. We are in modern times of modern day lynching where police brutality and murders of, police officers murdering people, and then people in the streets like Ahmaud Arbery being killed by white men that just gunned him down, hunted him down like an animal because he was running in the neighborhood. Those crimes would be prosecuted as though they were lynchings, hate crimes. So I'm all for it. Anything that has to do with advancement of our people and, justice and equality for our people, I'm all for it. So you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about that, okay? Now, you guys, I know y'all love y'all some Riri. Y'all love y'all some Aretha Franklin. But honey, the granddaughter done went on American Idol and thought that she was going to win. She thought because, it was given Aretha Franklin is my grandmother. And even the judges thought, she got that Franklin blood, that she was going to wow them. But it wasn't giving. So, child, it didn't give. Okay, she went up there and they were disappointed. All right, so Aretha Franklin's granddaughter, her audition actually led to debate amongst the American Idol judges, with Katy Perry actually walking off the stage. Being the granddaughter of a legendary singer won't necessarily win you a golden ticket on American Idol. Grace Franklin, whose grandmother is the late Aretha Franklin, learned that after she auditioned for the competition. The 15-year-old appeared in Sunday's episode of Idol and sang the Lauryn Hill version of the Roberta Flack hit Killing Me Softly, as well as her grandmother's hit Ain't No Way. While her performance won praise from Judge Katy Perry, fellow judges Luke Bryan and Lionel Richie did not feel that she was actually ready. So, I mean, she was pretty, and she really didn't give like she looked like her.
I'm 15, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
So tell us about your journey. How did you get here to us?
My grandma is Aretha Franklin.
Yep, the late Aretha Franklin's granddaughter, Grace Franklin, just auditioned for American Idol. But did she make it through? It all went down on Sunday's season 20 premiere, when the teen, who is the daughter of Aretha's son, K-Calf Cunningham, opened up about her lineage with the judges right off the bat.
I was really close to my grandma. I got to see her all the time. I used to travel with her a lot. I don't think I could fully grasp the fact that she was known worldwide, because to me, she was always just grandma.
And when it comes to her own musical style, Grace feels like she's a totally different artist than her famous grandma.
I feel like people expect me to sing exactly like her. But I am my own artist, and I have my own voice.
For her audition, the 15-year-old took on Lauryn Hill's version of Killing Me Softly.
Killing me softly with his song.
So what did the judges think?
You have to be a nervous wreck. The reason I know, you sang with your eyes closed the whole time.
It was just all a little sleepy and subdued to me.
It was soft.
Katy Perry asked Grace to sing another song, and that's when she busted out one of Aretha's hits, Ain't No Way.
Stop trying to be someone you're not.
But was it enough to convince the judges?
I think you have stardust and sparkle all over you. You are beautiful. And if you'll trust us, if you'll listen to us, and you'll put in the work, I think we can find that next level with you.
Yeah, Katy loved it. But Luke Bryan and Lionel Richie had their reservations. And when it came time to vote, Lionel was focused on doing what he thought was right for Grace.
I think the best thing for you in life is to take a shot at going backwards. Go back and get a running start and come at this again.
Give her a shot, give her a chance. I'm sure Aretha wasn't Aretha when she walked into the room, but somebody said, yes, I want to work with you. I want to develop you. You got something. I will lay down on the ground. I quit this show. I'm going to the bar.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Okay, so Grace didn't make it through this season, but there's always next season.
So what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Miss Riri's granddaughter? Now, in my opinion, I think Katy Perry, she was just a little emotional because it was Aretha Franklin's granddaughter. I feel as though, she probably got a little bit of talent, and you can hear that it's in her voice that she, she could sing, but it needs to be developed. She needs to give it some time, grow into her voice. She's only 15. We gotta realize that too. She's not a grown woman, so she don't got a grown woman powerful voice. But some do. Some singers do at 15 have powerhouse voices. She just doesn't, I'm not with Katy Perry though. She didn't have Stardust. I didn't see that. I just seen, you knew that was Aretha Franklin's granddaughter. So, the story was touching and you wanted to give her a try based off that. But this is American Idol. She would have been going up against people that can sing much better than her. And this isn't one of those competitions where, we're going to develop and mold you. I mean, I think she need to have a little bit more to be able to compete. So I am with them that it will take time for her voice to develop, but this wouldn't be the show for that. She can get it together and then come back. I'm with Lionel Richie on that. Okay. Now, Miss Lizzo. Okay, now, child. Miss Lizzo. 1 minute she's okay with being fat, and then the next minute she is not. Okay, now, Miss Lizzo is opening up about how Eddie Murphy's role as Professor Clump in The Nutty Professor triggered a roller coaster of emotions for her, including sadness. In a wide-ranging interview for Variety's latest cover story, Lizzo addressed the challenges of superstardom. The conversation also touched on body representation in Hollywood, specifically how Lizzo was affected by Eddie Murphy putting on fat suits in films like Norbit and the Nutty Professor. But a particular scene in the Nutty Professor really hit a nerve with Lizzo. She said, "It's funny because I'm the biggest Eddie Murphy fan of all time, but he definitely had a collection of fat suit movies that people would be laughing at, but I would feel sad. Not because I felt like, oh my gosh, that's me, but I had this empathy for Professor Clump in the Nutty Professor. Like the scene where he opens his drawer and there are all these candies and M&Ms in his desk. I could literally cry right now thinking about it. People around me were laughing, but I hide food too. I feel him. I feel sympathy and empathy for him." Lizzo has been candidly open about her struggles with body image. Back in December of 2020, Lizzo shared a series of emotional videos on TikTok talking about having all these really negative thoughts about herself after taking off her clothes to take a shower. "Oh God, what's wrong with me? Maybe all the mean things people say about me are true," she said in the video at the time. "And you know, why am I so disgusting and hating my body? Normally, I would have had some positive thing to say to get me out of this, but I don't, and that's okay too." She went on to say that these are normal thoughts and that they happen to everybody. She also shared an encouraging message to those who go through these thought cycles. "I just have to know that tomorrow how I feel in my head is going to change, and I can only hope it changes for the better," she said. "I know I'm beautiful. I just don't feel it, but I know I'm going to get through it." As for her auditioning experience for the role of Ursula in The Little Mermaid, Lizzo told Variety about how she wanted to transform the character. "Everyone knows I auditioned for Ursula in Disney's upcoming live action, The Little Mermaid, and I didn't get it," she said. "But you know, I'm fine as hell. That has nothing to do with Ursula. But I was down to make Ursula, I thought, shaking her ass." See, this is the thing. This is my thing with Lizzo. Okay. Now, what I don't understand is why does she always have to make a reference to her weight? We see that you're big. We know that you're heavy. But why do you always have to make your weight a thing? You know, when you're uncomfortable with something, we do that. We tend to make it a thing. We tend to obsess over it and talk highly about it. Other people don't. We do. We make it a thing. Eddie Murphy, the Norbit, Nutty Professor, those movies were funny. And in order to play those characters, you need to put on a fat suit. Now, identifying with those characters and feeling some type of way and feeling sad, that's because that's something that you have to deal with your self-esteem and your body image. You can't project that off onto Eddie Murphy, who is just trying to make people laugh and make folks laugh. You know, my thing is, if you want us to believe that you are happy with your weight, that you're happy with being overweight, that you're happy with the way your body looks. You want us to be accepting of it, and you want us to believe that, but we're not buying it, because in my opinion, I don't believe that she's happy with her weight. I believe that she is, you know, feeling the pressures of being in the entertainment industry and seeing everyone else around her that, you know, might be having work done, that, you know, are thin, and it gives her, you know, that pressure. So my thing is, just go ahead and get it over with. Get liposuction, or, you know, have some type of weight loss surgery or something like that, if that's what's going to make you happy. But if you're all completely okay with your weight, stop talking about your weight. That's how I feel about it. Stop bringing that to the forefront. Stop letting us know that you're fat. We know you're fat. Stop telling us how happy you are about being fat one minute, and then the next minute you're sad. You know, you feel that person, that the Nutty Professor, you are like him, you hide your food. Girl, if you're happy with being fat, just be happy with being fat, and stop talking about you're fat. We see that you're fat, okay? Like, stop talking about it. But if you want to have the surgery, I feel like she wants to have weight loss surgery, and I don't think she feels as though her fans will be accepting of it. People that are big, people that are heavy, people that have accepted her because of her weight, because they're big. So I feel like she might feel like she's going to let them down if she has weight loss surgery, or because she said that she's happy with being fat. If she goes ahead and has some type of surgery, then it's going to look like, you know, she was lying. Girl, just don't If you're not worried about what people think about you being fat and showing your behind, showing us your ass all the time and showing us how big you are, then why do you give a damn if you get a liposuction or some weight loss surgery? If you truly don't care what people think, do what's going to make you happy. That's my advice to Lizzo. Girl, if it's going to make you happy to get liposuction or get something done, get it done. Just do it. Stop trying to make us, because girl, you capping for us and we already can tell that you're unhappy. We know that you are not happy with that weight. So stop trying to put it all off on us and stop trying to, Eddie Murphy was just doing his job. I laughed at Norbit. I laughed at The Nutty Professor. Those movies were funny. I mean, in order to play a large black woman, you got to put on a fat suit if you're not a large black woman. Okay. So, come on, Lizzo. What you guys think? Drop down in the comments. Do you think that Lizzo wants to have some type of weight loss surgery? And do you think that she should just go ahead and get it and stop capping? I do. Now, there has been some speculation and there's been some rumors, all right? There have been some rumors that Jeannie Mai is possibly going to be replacing Kandi on The Real Housewives, okay? With season 14 on the way, the cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is still not fully finalized, with rumors of Jeannie Mai taking Kandi's spot. Sources say that the cast will be shaken up, with Cynthia Bailey and Portia Williams leaving, Sheree Whitfield returning, and Marlo Hampton promoted, finally getting her peach. The returning housewives, Kandi, Kenya Moore, and Drew Sidora, will be joined with newcomer track and field athlete Sonia Richards-Ross. Now, according to a show producer, Jeannie Mai is rumored to be taking Kandi's spot due to Kandi being boring in this season's filming. Now, with this season being expected to be one of the best in years, a source said that Kandi was boring this season. And she's the highest paid housewife. So why is she boring? They said she gone after this season. Sheree and Marlo are the stars of this season. Drew brought the drama, and so did Kenya, this source said. But Sonia and Kandi are on the chopping block. Now, this may or may not come as a surprise, because the housewife veteran has contemplated leaving the franchise before. Kandi said in an interview, "You just contemplate, I don't know, when is your time?" It's not like a definite answer. You know what I mean? She told the Jasmine brand. Now, co-hosts of The Real, Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, will be making an appearance this season at Drew and her husband Ralph's vow renewal with other celebrities. The two reportedly have a house in Atlanta where they split their time between being there and Los Angeles. There's no confirmation if Jeannie will be officially joining the cast or an air date of the season 14 premiere. Now, could this be because Kandi is getting a new show? Now, y'all know she's got this show coming to Bravo.
At Kandi's Atlanta hotspot, the drama is gastronomical.
I think as a management, we should know we're doomed.
The new series, Kandi and the Gang, Sunday night at 9, only on Bravo.
Now, do you guys think because Kandi has this show coming on that, that's why Jeannie could be coming in and Kandi's going out? I mean, can you film two shows? But I know that, it's not like they run them all at the same time. It's not like they film all at the same time. So, that wouldn't be a thing. But I think that they need to, I'm with this person that said this in the comments, and I'm going to put this comment up because I am agreeing with that. They need to switch all the women out, okay? Jeannie doesn't mesh well. She doesn't mesh in the same circles as those women's mindset, in my opinion. Honey, I feel as though they need to just get rid of all of them. They're getting older, and we've seen how much housewifing can we see? The same old, storylines, the same old women. I think they need to get some new blood, some new fresh women. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that Jeannie Mai is going to be replacing Kandi? I do. I believe that. I believe that she is going to be getting a peach. Okay. Now, you guys, that's the end of our regular, should we say, our news segments. And so now we're going to jump right into our legendary Scan the Gram. All right, now in Scanagram, this is where we talk about topics that I found while scrolling on Instagram. Y'all know I look at Instagram just like everybody else. So we found topics, that we want to talk about, that we kiki and we laugh about. Some are serious, some aren't, some are funny and lighthearted, like this one.
So when I can have some. I'm in the studio.
Now, y'all don't take anything serious. Social media users react to a potential World War III. Okay, now this is an Army recruiter asking if you are mentally stable. Now, these are a bunch of clips that, people have been World War III. This is their reaction, honey. Check these clips out, child.
So when I can have some. I'm in the studio with everybody, and
we ain't doing no bombs, no helicopter, no flying cars. No rocket launchers, snipers and shit, bro. Only real life shit. Choppers and pistols and shit. We damn near need to put free aim on.
This says pandemic, inflation, war. God damn, this the roaring 20s for real. We went from a deadly virus to World War III. Which one of you motherfuckers changed it from zombies to multiplayer? Oh my God. Good news, you're getting drafted soon. Bad news, not to a major sports league.
I mean, what the fuck? Can I live? Can I live? Can I fucking live?
Started from the bottom, now we way up. And I got that baddest bitch, she stays up. Ain't no fucking playing, we ain't game boys. Now we got a name, they wanna frame us. Make sure that you keep a third eye.
I don't know why the fuck I keep hearing about this World War III or whatever the fuck, but all I know is this generation is not doing that draft. Like, it's just not looking like it's finna happen. Like, why the fuck do I have to fight when I did not even start the issue? I don't got no issue with Russia. I don't have no issues with Russia. I ain't never even been to Russia. I don't even know no Russian. Like, yeah, I believe in equal rights. I'm a feminist, but, once that war chime start chiming, I'm gonna have to separate myself from that shit.
World War III not hitting Atlanta. Amaretta got us. Y'all are crazy, but y'all better start taking things seriously, because this world, we are living in uncertain times. But I know we like to, be a little lighthearted. But it's just like that movie on Netflix, Don't Look Up, where everyone in the world, there's an asteroid, there's something coming, and the world is coming to an end, and everyone is still on Twitter, everyone is still, looking at social media, and if it's not trending, then you don't want to talk about it, it's not real. But then meanwhile, the world did come to an end, and the asteroid did hit the earth, so we need to wake up, we need to open up our eyes and pay attention. Okay, now honey boo boo, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, sues Debmar Mercury for wrongful termination from the Wendy Williams show, seeking $7 million in other damages. What does he got to do with it? There's been a lot of talk about the Wendy Williams show lately, and it looks like it'll be that way for quite some time. The ex-husband of Wendy Williams, Kevin Hunter, has filed a lawsuit against the production company Debmar Mercury for wrongful termination. According to legal documents exclusively obtained by the Shade Room, the ex-husband of the media maven filed documents in New York on Monday, February 28th. In his lawsuit, Kevin claims he was terminated on the basis of his marital status, which is barred by the New York City human rights law. As a result of the firing, Kevin has suffered an economic loss, which will be determined by trial, in the range of $7 to $10 million. Now, he's saying that he's suing. He was terminated on the basis of his marital status. So because he was divorced from Wendy, he was wrongfully let go for wrongful termination. So this has nothing to do with Wendy Williams. This has all to do with Kevin Hunter. What do y'all think they were saying in the goddamn comments about Kevin? Child. They said it's giving very broke. Someone says, dude, all he see is money with Wendy, and it's sad. Somebody else said, just say you spent all your divorce settlement money. And someone says, is hell full? What's the hold up? And somebody said, boy, every time I turn around, he begging for someone else's funds. I'd be so embarrassed. Man with no pride or work ethic is the bottom of the barrel. And someone else put clown emojis. What is it giving with Kevin? I mean, can he even really do this? Is this even really a thing? I mean, because, you know, he was divorced from Wendy. He said he was wrongfully terminated. His divorce status, his marital status. We'd have to see more of this lawsuit and more of this paperwork to even understand this. But it's given, yes, broke, money grab. I need some money and I'm just looking for an opportunity. Now, I need to know, there's rumors that him and Wendy are holed up somewhere together. But there's also been birdies in my ears stating that they think that something has happened to Wendy. They need to know, where is Wendy? When is Wendy going to really make an appearance? Because apparently that video of her walking on the beach was an old video, that it was from last year or something like that, that it's not current. So some people seem to think that that there's something really dark happening with Wendy. So let's just keep her in our prayers. It's all the third parties for me, you know, all these people coming out and not really Wendy. But then we have other people saying that she's working on some type of podcast deal. So things are getting interesting. Things are getting interesting. Now, a 4-year-old boy fatally shoots himself in a car outside of a Publix store in Georgia. This is horrible. Horrible. This is a devastating story. A 4-year-old boy is dead after fatally shooting himself in a car outside of a grocery store in Georgia. His mother was inside of Publix shopping when it happened. According to the New York Post, Mael Hernandez found a gun left in his mom's car and accidentally shot himself around 5 o'clock Sunday outside the store in DeKalb County. A 13-year-old relative was in the vehicle at the time as well as another infant. The boy was taken to a local hospital where he sadly was pronounced dead. Police haven't filed any charges at the moment. The teen who was in the car did immediately run inside the store for help after the shooting. The gun was unsecured inside of the mom's car. It's not yet known who the gun belongs to or if it was legally registered. Now that's horrible. There are 2 other children in the car. The 4-year-old grabs the gun and he shoots himself. I need to know, why was this gun just out in, you know, around these children? Okay, it was inside of the mom's car. I don't know, was it in the armrest? Was it in the glove compartment? Obviously, it wasn't in the mom's purse because she was in the store, so she had a purse. But, I mean, was it, you know, visible? Did the kid see it and grab it, or did he know that it was in the glove compartment or armrest and he seen someone handling it, so he wanted to grab it? You know how kids get restless while they're in the car. I can see the 13-year-old probably on her phone looking at social media or something and not paying attention to the 4-year-old, and he grabbed, because the 13-year-old, you didn't see the 4-year-old, you know what I'm saying, grabbing and filling around for stuff. She probably was in that phone. Y'all know how teenagers are. So she was not paying attention because she was doing her thing. And then he shoots himself. She runs in the store. I'm just, you know, glad that no one else was harmed. It's sad that the 4-year-old lost his life, but at least he didn't shoot the baby or shoot anyone, you know, and everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all weren't hurt, but this could have been prevented because the gun didn't have to be in the car. If you knew you were leaving, you were going inside of the store, take the gun with you, put it in your purse or something like that. You got to always be thinking about what your kids are going or what they're going to do. So I need to know why that gun, where was it? Was it in the glove compartment, in the armrest? Where was it? You know, that the baby saw it. So what do you guys think they were saying in the comments about this one? Of course, you know, they ate them up in the comments. They says, so preventable. May he rest in peace. Someone says, how do these babies keep getting loaded weapons? Like, it keeps happening. Someone else said, parents with guns, please do better. My goodness. Someone else said, my nephew loves toy guns. That's why kids be so quick to pick up a real one. We have to be more responsible. Someone else said, this is really devastating to read. And then someone says, nah, this is heartbreaking. This photo of him isn't helping either. And then somebody says, we gotta do better, y'all. So what do you guys think about this one? Drop down in the comments and let me know. And this one is just equally as sad. A 15-year-old girl accidentally shot and killed herself while holding a 9mm Uzi for a TikTok pose. Oh my goodness. A 15-year-old girl in Mexico accidentally shot and killed herself with a submachine gun while filming a TikTok with her brother. She was handling a 9mm Uzi submachine gun clip when the tragic incident occurred. According to the New York Post, the teen Yasmin Esmeralda found the submachine gun at the foot of a bedroom closet in her grandmother's house and asked her little brother to record her posing with the gun so she could post it on TikTok. While in the process, the 9mm Uzi submachine accidentally went off, killing her instantly. Yasmin's mother was sleeping at the time, but quickly woke up to the sound of the gunfire. Now, this is really sad. The state's prosecutor pointed out the negligence of the adults in the house and the mindset of the youth immersed in that culture. The prosecutor said, the fact that there were weapons in the house that weren't controlled is the responsibility of the adults who knew there were children in the house. That she chose to record a clip in that way shows that our youth is immersed in that culture. It's what they hear about at all hours. So what y'all think they were saying in the comments? My gosh, horrible. Somebody said, God watch over these kids because they've been doing the most for social media attention. Someone says, leave the guns alone. Then someone else said, is it really worth it for the entertainment of strangers? Shaking my head, God bless her family. Someone else says, so sad. Whew. Someone says, guns not even allowed on TikTok. The video was going to be taken down. Clout wasn't worth it. This shit's so sad. And someone says, prayers to her family. And someone else says, this happens too often. Brenda says, poor girl. Wow, that's a shame. Exactly. It's terrible. And, you know, unfortunately, this is the culture of our youth. You know, they want to go viral. They want to do anything for social media. But then it's ironic that this story, California Attorney General launches nationwide investigation into TikTok's alleged negative impact on our children. You know, so this story, it does not surprise me. Practically since the beginning of the social media platform, TikTok, there has been intense criticism that it has a drastic effect on children. And now an official investigation will seek to uncover if those claims are true. According to recent reports, the California Attorney General has just launched an official investigation to determine if TikTok is to blame for negatively impacting children. The LA Times reports, California Attorney General Rob Bonata has launched a complete nationwide investigation into TikTok and the alleged risk and harm it poses to children. The investigation will include how TikTok has purposely tried to increase the time and frequency that minors use the popular app, how much the company is aware of the potential harm it may be causing to minors, and if any consumer protection laws have been violated. While giving a statement on his investigation, Bonata said, our children are growing up in the age of social media, and many feel like they need to measure up to the filtered versions of reality that they see on their screens. We know this takes a devastating toll on children's mental health and well-being, but we don't know what social media companies know about these harms. Our nationwide investigation will allow us to get much needed answers and determine if TikTok is violating the law in promoting its platform to the young. Now, of course, we have a bunch of different opinions on this, with Lyrica Anderson saying, keep your kids off the internet then. I love TikTok. Someone else says, y'all love blaming everyone but the parents. Someone else says, the Kanye effect. Someone else says, keep your kids off the internet. And then this person says, Kanye was right. Someone else says, well, make a separate TikTok for kids like they make YouTube for kids. And someone else says, Kanye is the reason. Now, I know people are just joking and they're just trying to be funny about the Kanye thing, but this is actually serious because we just read of 2 examples where, you know what I'm saying, children are saying certain things and they, you know, the one with the TikTok, she wanted to pose with the 9mm Uzi, you know, and she wanted to put it on TikTok. She wanted to go viral. She wants attention. We just read that. So I'm not with the comment that Lyrica and other people are making, well, you know, as a parent, keep your kids off TikTok. You can't keep your kids off the internet. That's for one thing. The kids are going to find a way to get on there. You do have to be present as a parent, and you should be monitoring what your kids are watching and what they're doing. But we are not ever going to be able to change the social media era and the need to fit in. That's just another peer pressure animal in itself. We all grew up with peer pressure. It's just a different beast now with social media. And unfortunately, our kids are in this era of social media. So what we need to be doing as parents, we need to sit down and talk with your children and let them know this is not reality. This is a false sense of reality. What you see on the internet is not real. You know, while people are posting real images of their lives and posting clips of their lives, this is just a 15-second clip video. 20-second clip video. You don't want to go all out and lose yourself in social media. So the parents do play a huge part, but absolutely, you know, wanting these giants to take responsibility for their platforms. I don't see that anything wrong with that. You know, you do have to hold them accountable at some point. You know what I'm saying? If they want to, you know, feed your kids data and feed your kids images, then they need to be taking responsibility for what's happening on their platform. So I agree with it. You guys drop down in the comments. I'm all for anything that is, you know what I'm saying, gonna affect the world and children in a positive way. I don't think that this means keep your kids off the internet. You want to blame other people for your children. No, but us as a society, it takes a village. So if we want to raise these children right, and if we want to be positive influences, we got to watch some of the things that are on social media. And I think the companies that own these social media platforms, they need to be held accountable. So, what y'all seeing? Yeah, the internet is the new babysitter. They use the internet at school. Children are void of direction. I think social media has a drastic effect on people in general. Good. TikTok needs to be investigated in these parents as well. Absolutely. I agree. Anything that has to do with police and children, we need to be paying attention. You know, and these giants, they want to make all these millions of dollars off our children. They need to be held accountable for the information and the images, you know, that are being promoted on their platform. So, good job. TikToker says social users threaten to call social services on her for bad parenting due to her very large eyebrows. My brows make a statement. Now, this is that whole, we're talking about TikTok, and we're talking about social media, and we're talking about what people, all in the name of fame, all in the name of going viral. And this is what we're making famous now. These are the people that are doing outrageous things, stupid things to go viral. Oh gosh. These forehead eyebrows, because that's what they're covering, are causing quite a disturbance on social media. A 27-year-old woman named Sammy Jo on TikTok is facing some backlash and being called an unfit mother due to the shocking appearance of her eyebrows. Now, Sammy Jo Halliford says her eyebrows have caused her to be trolled online. The mother of 2 says despite the criticism she receives, she has no plans on waxing, threading, trimming, or lightening her bold brows. In a post, she said, People have said I shouldn't be a mom, and they are going to ring social services because of my eyebrows. Now, she must be overseas because she must be in Britain, England, because she said mom and ring, okay? Mom and call. That's what we said, but they said she shouldn't be a mom, and they're going to ring social services because of my eyebrows. It gets really extreme on the internet. While I'm sure we can all agree this is not a matter where the children should be taken away, perhaps someone should confiscate the marker stash. She went on to say that people are socially conditioned to only be beautiful if they are part of these standards. And I just don't agree with it, and I don't like it. I just like to make a statement, and the brows do that for me. Oh, goodness. It's no secret that her bold black brows have more melanin than all of us combined. She says she creates the look by using a jet black liquid liner. Jesus be a wet wipe or perhaps a wet thumb. You know, the neighborhood talk and their captions be doing it for me, child. And what y'all think that they said in the comments? They says, the Lil Mo show says, child, she trolling. Good morning, everyone. And then Kendall says, let that girl play circus and stay out of her business. And someone else says, what does eyebrows have to do with parenting? And someone says, people are too damn sensitive. If she want to walk around like that, let her. But it definitely doesn't mean she's a bad mom. And someone says, not nonsense at 8:05 in the morning. And someone says, yeah, people need to mind their business that pays them. And I agree with that. I don't think that, calling social services. I mean, we see people calling CPS on people on YouTube over YouTube. I mean, falsely calling CPS. So I think people need to slow down. They need to mind their business. If you don't see that the child is being harmed, I don't see why CPS would need to be called over someone doing that to the eyebrows. Now, while it is extreme and it is stupid, it is dumb, I don't think that CPS needs to be called. I mean, people shave their eyebrows off. So if she want to put them on like that, that's on her. She want to scare the baby, because I know that baby be scared looking at her like, what the hell is going on with her? But I don't think that anyone needs to call CPS. Really don't. All right, now, this is what I was telling y'all about Lizzo. Okay, now here we go. Here she is again with the fact. Lizzo says she's a body icon like Kim Kardashian. We all know I'm fat. I like being fat. Girl, we know you fat. While Lizzo's weight might be a problem for some people, the rapper-singer says she happens to enjoy being fat. During an interview with People magazine, Lizzo said, we all know I'm fat. It doesn't bother me. I like being fat, and I'm beautiful, and I'm healthy. So can we move on? I think I have a really hot body. I'm a body icon, and I'm embracing that more and more every day, she continued. It may not be one person's ideal body type, just like, say, Kim Kardashian might not be someone's ideal, but she's a body icon and has created a modern day beauty standard. And what I'm doing is stepping into my confidence and my power to create my own beauty standards. Now, do y'all agree? Do y'all agree that she is happy with being fat? Now, what do you guys say in the comments? They say, she straddles the fence on whether she likes being a big girl or not. Much love either way, though. Someone else says, we all have the body we have, and people like her are making sure we love what we have. That's powerful. Someone says, but always on the World Wide Web crying. Someone says, is that her entire identity? Someone else says, I promise we do not care. And someone says, okay, Lizzo, the storyline is tired now. I'm sorry, I have to agree with it. I mean, Lizzo, we know you're fat. We see that you're fat. But are you truly happy being fat? And that's the question. Drop in the comments and let me know. Do you think she's really happy being fat? You have to keep saying it all the time and letting us know that you're fat. We see it. We know, girl. We see it. Okay. Girl, we see it. Yeah, you're fat.
Richmond, there was a bit of confusion in reporting about the drug kits that would be sent out by the Biden administration, right? So some people did believe that there were crack pipes in it. So can you lay out some of the actual items in these drug kits?
Thank you for the question. And I'll give you a long story short, but it's all a part of a harm reduction model. And those people who unfortunately suffer from addiction most likely won't beat that addiction until they're ready, until they have treatment and all of those things. And so the thought process is that you reduce the harm that they do to themselves or the transmission of diseases by sending out things that are clean or sterile. So in terms of the smoke kits, you're talking about alcohol swabs so that you're not transmitting diseases. You're talking about Vaseline or lip balm or things of that nature to just reduce the harm. I can tell you one thing that's crystal clear. We're not sending out crack pipes. We're not providing funding for anyone to send out crack pipes. So because of the bad interpretation that some people had, we issued clarifying language to make it clear that you cannot use our money for those types of things.
Now, I have to disagree with that, because they are sending out crack pipes. They did send out crack pipes. They actually, and I was trying to find the video, but I did see footage of someone that actually showed what the kits consisted of. And they did have crack pipes in them. They had a meth pipe, and they had also a pipe that is used for crack. And they also had the little filters and things that are used for screens and things in the pipes. So they are sending them out. So I don't know why he says that. And he says that they want to be clear on the smoke kits. Well, really, it wasn't what it was, because they were sending and giving the Narcan and things for the opioid users. They wanted to give, be fair and send it for the crack addicts, because they want to promote healthy usage and not spread disease by providing clean crack pipes. I mean, this is what you're doing with taxpayer dollars, sending out crack pipes. But they've been, infiltrating our neighborhoods for years with drugs and, drug paraphernalia. I'm just saying, where do you think it comes from? We all know that the government had a hand in cocaine, in the epidemic and the crack epidemic in the 90s and 80s and 90s. We all know this. It's proven. So, Biden is just continuing where he started. I mean, maybe he's trying to make right, the wrong with the whole era in the 90s with, the incarceration rates and some of the laws that he helped implement, giving more time to crack offenses. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just trying to right that wrong by giving out crack pipes now. I don't know. But y'all know, y'all better wake up. Y'all better pay attention.
After the news came out, it was revealed that Bill Gates admitted that he had had an affair in the marriage. And at that time, did you think we're going to work through this? How did you handle something like that?
Well, I certainly believe in forgiveness. So I thought we had worked through some of that. It wasn't one moment or one specific thing that happened. There just came a point in time where there was enough there that I realized it just wasn't healthy, and I couldn't trust what we had.
Did you have moments where you were just so angry? Did you have moments that you were just in such pain? Because people look at you, Melinda French Gates, and say, she has it all.
Well, I think it's really important to say, look, I had a lot of tears for many days. I mean, days where I'm literally laying on the floor and the carpet, this close to me, thinking, how can this be? How can I get up? How am I going to move forward? And days I certainly was angry. That's part of the grieving process. You're grieving a loss of something you thought you had and thought you had for your lifetime. I mean, this is painful stuff. And at the end of the day, though, I started on this journey of healing, and I feel like I'm starting to get to the other side. And I do feel like I'm turning a page in the chapter now. I mean, it's 2022, and I'm actually really excited about what's to come in life ahead for me.
Child. So it's no secret that Melinda Gates has had just about everyone wondering how she could walk away from Bill and all those billions of dollars. Well, during an interview with CBS, she revealed that it all boiled down to trust, and in him, she had none. I certainly believe in forgiveness, so I thought we had worked through some of that, she explained. It wasn't one moment or one specific thing that happened. There just came a point in time where there was enough there that I realized it just wasn't healthy, and I couldn't trust what we had. She went on to say that she cried tears for many days, but stated their marriage was broken. Bill Gates stated last year that he regretted cheating on his wife with a Microsoft employee. Child, Bill, he done cheated. Now, honey, if a billionaire can cheat, and he cheated with an employee, isn't that just like I mean, that's so ironic. You cheated on your wife with an employee. I mean, this man's a billionaire. He cheated with someone that works for him. That's terrible. Now, what do y'all think they were saying in the comments? Because, you know, people think that because they got money that they would just be married and happy forever. You know, they was worrying about COVID vaccines and all of this, and she was over in Africa, you know, taking part in developing vaccines, and he down there cheating with the Microsoft employees. What do y'all think they were saying in the comments? Money doesn't buy happiness. Child, money don't buy love. They said, not Bill with the infidelity scandal on primetime TV with Gail. And someone says, people don't understand trust and loyalty are such heavy foundations. Then when one of them is broken, it's like F anything and everything else involved. And someone else says, why do people equate money to happiness? Money doesn't make you immune to pain. And someone says, she's a billionaire now, so it's all good. And someone says, can't trust Bill with an employee. And then someone says, she got billions of dollars to dry her tears up with. Child. But I was like, damn, Bill Gates, you know, I don't know. I mean, I do equate money with happiness because you do think like money can buy anything. So why would you, you know, but a lot of times when people have this money, they be bored. You know, they're people just like us. So they get bored with things. They get bored with wives. They get bored with marriages. And they're looking for a thrill just like any other man in a midlife crisis. You know, they get to those ages, late 40s, late 50s, you know, and they get these midlife crises. And I bet you it was a little younger employee, younger woman. And that's unfortunately that's what happens with men when they start getting that age, child. But that's what we all think. They got billions of dollars. Why cheat? You know, that'd be the farthest thing. Like, why would he be cheating? They got money, but it happens to everyone. It doesn't matter. Money doesn't mean anything. So, child, 5-part docuseries on the record label Murder Inc. is set for this summer. Are y'all gonna watch it? Oh, okay. So the docuseries Treatment in Hollywood. Okay, the docuseries Treatment in Hollywood continues. Oh, okay, that's part of the docuseries. And up next is one of the most popular record labels of the early 2000s, the Irv Gotti founded Murder Inc. It was just confirmed that a multi-part docuseries is currently in the works about the rise, fall, and hopeful redemption of Murder Inc., the record label that gave us platinum-selling artists such as Ja Rule and Ashanti. Now, at Billboard reports, BET is set to tell the story of legendary hip-hop R&B label Murder Inc., courtesy of a 5-part docuseries that's described as telling the untold tale of the rise, sudden fall, and redemption of Murder Inc. Records and its founder, Irv Gotti, who also acts as an executive producer of the docuseries. Set to premiere this summer on the BET network, it will feature exclusive archival footage and exclusively take viewers behind the scenes through the label's history throughout the last 20 years. Speaking about what fans can expect from the documentary, Irv Gotti stated, I got to start my record label with Ja Rule by my side. My life was filled with great lows, but I'm not ashamed of those lows. It all helped make me the person I am today. With this documentary series, I plan to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Ja Rule also briefly spoke about the label's history. Pain is love. We endured the pain so others could feel the love, he said. So, honey, are you guys here for it? Will you be watching a 5-part series, though? I don't know if they need 5 parts, but, you know, okay. So they said, somebody in the comments says, I will not be watching. And someone else said, it's going to be fire. And someone says, how well do you know your man? Search him on my bio and prepare yourself for the results. Oh, child, child, why I read that? I didn't even pay attention. That's a goddamn troll. And then someone says, oh my God, who wants to watch this? And someone says, oh no, girl, child, I done got a damn comment full of trolls. I didn't even pay attention to it. I am so sorry. But really the comments that I saw was that nobody is here for it. People basically said they weren't going to watch. I don't think that it needs 5 parts. You know, I mean, yeah, they had a lot of people on the roster, but 5 parts. I mean, Rise, Fall, Redemption. I didn't know that they had even been redeemed. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'll probably watch, but I don't know if I'm going to watch all 5 parts.
Out here at FTX Arena.
Child, so honey, Floyd Mayweather was at the game, and he was out there looking like Mr. T. He was iced out, and he had on every piece of jewelry that he owned.
Out here at FTX Arena.
Child, he's got on all of the Cuban links, every size. Floyd know that is just too many chains. And y'all know he had memes. People said his neck hurt. They was doing memes of him the next day, just dragging him. But you know, this is Floyd. He always got to go. He wants everybody to see he's got money. We know Floyd is a millionaire. We know he's paid. But this is too many chains. This is the equivalent of Mr. T in today's current times, child. So, what y'all think about it? What y'all think about Floyd?
FTX Arena.
Child, they said in the comments, my neck hurt. They said he felt like Mansa Musa. Someone says, why, just why? Then someone says, the neck gonna be sore as fuck. And someone says, a hot damn mess. And someone else says, I know his neck hurts. Now, what y'all think in the comments? Let me know, because this is just too much, in my opinion. I mean, that's too many. It definitely looks like his neck is hurting. Definitely looks like his neck is
here
hurting.
at FTX Arena.
But y'all know that those chains, they're not really that heavy. They, you know, we know that they're diamonds, they diamond studded Cuban links, but they're not really that heavy. So I don't know, you know, if it was weighing him down, but it just looks heavy. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot of money wrapped around his neck. What y'all saying about Floyd? Yes, he is growing his beard out like Mr. T. Tiffany said he looks a damn mess. Pretty boy Floyd. Foolish looking. I am above that flashy junk. Not impressed. He looks silly with all those chains on. That has to be heavy. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, girl. I don't really think, though. I don't really think that they're heavy. I think that they're a little hot. What you call that? Hollow? Is that what the word is I'm looking for? Hollow. So I don't think that they're that heavy. But I do know that he likes to stunt. He likes to brag. He likes to boast, you know, and he wants everyone to, it's giving. I guess the more you put on, that is supposed to mean that you're wealthy. Okay. So if you can put that on and, you know, the more chains you can put around your neck, I guess that means you know what I'm saying, the more money you got. Because I mean, they got these rappers now that are having, what is that machine or that thing that they put up there to be able to tell if they're real or not? So girl, this is, everything is all about flashing and showing, you know, what you got. That means that you got money, you know, and that means that you're somebody. That makes you somebody. The more jewelry you can flaunt and the more jewelry you can flash makes you somebody. So you guys, we are at the end of our show. Thank you guys so much. This has been another edition of the Swoopy Diaries. You guys be sure to comment down below on all of the topics that we discussed, all of the Scan the Gram topics. Drop down in the comments and let us know. We are working on implementing we're going to start having call-ins, and we are also going to start having our audience. Remember I told you guys that we are able to have a virtual audience. So we are going to be working on that. And hopefully we'll be able to incorporate that in our next show, okay? So, yes, he wastes a lot of money. Oh, they said his neck is probably sweaty. You're welcome, Kita. You guys know I love you, and I gotta do a show. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put together some topics for you. But thank you guys for coming back each and every time. Thank you so much. So this has been another edition of the Swoopy Diaries. You guys be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.